Welcome back. We're still going to be talking Mid-Eastern politics, although our guest lectures at Wits University. He is Turkish historian, Dr. Halim I don't think I'm going to get that right, Gençoğlu. Please say it for me.
Gençoğlu.
Gençoğlu. There you go. My apologies. I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. Okay, we're here to talk about something very important, and that, of course, is the PKK, which is the Kurdistan Workers' Party, have announced that it plans to disband and disarm, potentially bringing decades of conflict with Turkey to an end. We also know that President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has hailed this move on Monday for peace and harmony and fraternity in Turkey as the best move that could come from the PKK. Number one, do you believe that they are in fact sincere in the statement of theirs? And what will this mean to Turkey and the rest of the Middle East?
Well, thank you very much for having me, firstly. Basically, the PKK, it's called, Kurdistan Worker Party, but it's honestly misleading because there is no any party, represent their nation in the parliament. So basically, they are a terrorist organization since 1984. Even United States and European Union admit that at that time it is a terrorist organization because PKK actually caused 40,000 innocent people's death. So we must first be clear about these things. Secondly, yes, they did ceasefire, or they declare that they will be disarmed now. Basically, because of the Erdogan policy, President Erdogan tried to, in fact, since 2012, President Erdogan started to negotiate with them. He said he doesn't want to see any death anymore for any reason in his country, Türkiye. But unfortunately, they didn't listen. They killed a policeman in 2012, and they broke their promise. And till 2015, PKK continue to kill innocent people and at the eastern side of Turkey. And in 2015, they again try to negotiate. It's funny enough. In fact, there are many members in AK Party, that belong to President Erdogan, his party. They are Kurdish. There are many Kurdish now today. Even foreign minister of foreign affairs. Kurdish.
All right. Can I come in here, Dr. Halim? Let me ask you this question. The reason for this, the PKK, we do know that their leader is Abdullah Öcalan. He has asked them to lay down their arms. I think he's currently in prison. He's jailed, or has he fled the country? Has he fled Turkey, or is he in jail in Turkey?
He's in jail, yes, in Turkey.
Okay, so clearly there have been ongoing talks with Erdogan and Öcalan, and they've come to some sort of an agreement. But the whole situation, the reason why the PKK was formed is because the Kurdish people want their own homeland. Is that not the main reason?
That's the
Which
main
part,
reason.
yeah, which part of Turkey would they want to then occupy? And having said that, we also know there are a lot of Kurds in northern Iraq and Syria. There are
Right.
plenty of them that are there. What would all of this mean for these supposed displaced Kurdish people?
Okay, that's a good question. Thank you for that clarification. They, as I said, they started actually to fight with the Turkish government in 1980s, and they killed lots of innocent people, PKK, for the reason they want to establish their own country in the same land. Well, let's put it this way. In 1994, Nelson Mandela, he came out from the prison, and he said that now we are running our country, we are all together. And Zulu people in KwaZulu Natal, imagine someone say that no, we are not going to establish our own country. We want to have our own land, our own republic. That's what Kurdish people did. I don't want to say Kurdish people because I don't believe that PKK really represent Kurdish people. If PKK really represent Kurdish people, we have lots of Kurdish people around us. Even in the parliament today, in Turkish parliament, there are many ministers. In 1995, the Prime Minister Turgut Özal was Kurdish. He passed away. As I said, I mean, you can't say that, I mean, they are representing Kurdish people, but they are very radical, a group in amongst Kurdish people, let's say. And unfortunately, many countries, and this is a already proven statement, I am not just guessing, it is, we know that very well. America and Israel supports PKK directly. They sent them their weapons to fight there, create issue in the eastern side of Turkey. So this was the reason this PKK, Kurdish terrorist organization, I always separate them from the Kurdish citizens in Turkey, because Kurdish citizen people are not different than other Turkish people or even other ethnic groups in Turkey. They are our brothers and sisters. We grew up together. But these people, PKK, they established a kind of terrorist organization in 1980s.
Okay, all right. We need to go for an ad break. When we come back, let's understand why is it that they're wanting to establish their own homeland. How different are the Kurds from the general Turkish public? The general person like yourself. But let's answer that after the ad break, please.
Sure.
Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic Sharia and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
This Eid al-Adha, donate your Qurbani through Africa Muslims Agency. We ensure that your Qurbani not only feeds the poor, but creates sustainable incomes for local farmers, teaches the practice of sacrifice to villagers, and shares the spirit of Eid. Sponsor in South Africa for 2,950 Rand, Africa for 2,000 Rand, Afghanistan at 4,500 Rand per share, or other countries around the world. Donate your Qurbani with AMA and know that your sacrifice brings the mercy of food, empowerment, and joy to communities in need.
There are over 200 million orphans globally. We can't help all of them, but what if we each helped just one? The Al Imdad Foundation now gives you an opportunity to help just one orphan from Syria or Palestine. For just 500 Rand per month, you can help safeguard the dignity of an orphan by assisting them with basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, medical care, and attention. Our orphan sponsorship program allows you to track the progress of your orphan through regular feedback. Make a difference in the life of an orphan today. Visit alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Searching for elite local and international investment and advisory services from an award-winning firm? Look no further than the Belmont Mayer Group, your gateway to unparalleled investment and wealth management. At Belmont Mayer, we believe in the art of wealth creation, a meticulous process fueled by our unwavering commitment to excellence. With a focus on providing elite alternative investments and quality advice, we also pride ourselves on maximizing value for our esteemed investors, as seen through our consistent outperformance. Your financial success is our top priority. Join us at Belmont Mayer and experience the difference firsthand. Ready to embark on a journey of greatness? Contact us today. Reach out to the Belmont Mayer Group on 078 786 1698. Call or WhatsApp or email us at info@belmontmayer.com. Elevate your financial future with Belmont Mayer, where every detail matters.
Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back. It is exactly 8:56 a.m. I'm talking with Turkish historian working at Wits University. He is Dr. Halim Gençoğlu. We're talking about the agreement, the talks between Erdogan and Öcalan, the leader of the PKK, who are now saying they're going to lay down arms. And these differences and this factionalism has been going on for years and years and years. The overspill has been seen in northern Iraq and Syria. And the question we've put to Dr. Halim is this going to make a huge impact in the Middle Eastern region regarding this laying down of arms by the PKK? And does he truly believe that this will happen? Because there may be some fierce Kurdish nationalists who believe it's not the right way to go. Back to you, Dr. Halim.
Well, if they really lay down the arm and if they are sincere about their decision, of course, it will be big impact, because in my old childhood, I remember that, every time someone was dying in the eastern side of Turkey, the military groups, radical Kurdish military groups called PKK, they were fighting with Turkish arm to establish their own country. Ridiculous, of course, absolutely ridiculous as I just gave example, Zulu or Afrikaners or any other nations in South Africa, they want to establish their own country. Then how many countries? We have 11 languages in South Africa, so we're gonna have 11 countries in South Africa. Exactly same situation actually we have in Turkey and Türkiye right now, and as I said, if they are sincere, of course, but we must remember this: President Erdogan opened the dialogue with them. They didn't do any positive things till Erdogan just say them, let's stop this fighting and let's make peace in this territory.
Do you, Dr. Halim, do you believe there was some sort of a trade-off? Because after that many years of armed resistance, so to speak, why would they go into these talks of ceasefire without any form of peace offering from Erdogan to the PKK party? We also know he has promised if the PKK lay down their arms, they will release Öcalan from prison. He's been in prison for over 20 years or more. Do you think that's one of the deal breakers, or do you think more was offered to the Turks to the Kurds in Turkey?
Well, Erdogan wanted to make changes actually in the history. He tried his best, not just about this Kurdish issue, but the other things, he tried his best. And the same way, he wants to make peace with Kurdish, even radical Kurdish, because Erdogan actually stopped fire in Syria as well. So he said this is just disturbing our economy because the people, the investments, they don't come to Turkey and invest in eastern side of Turkey because of this PKK terror. And unfortunately, it just, damaged the image of Turkey as well. So he has a good intention to do this, of course. And radical Kurdish people, I just try to differentiate from the Kurdish citizens from radical Kurdish, because as I said, I mean, there are many Kurdish even members in parliament today. They are not supporting this PKK organization. If they are really loyal to their decision, it will be big impact in the history of Turkey for Kurdish people mostly, because Erdogan already tried his best. He opened a national channel in Kurdish, just for Kurdish people.
So it's also allowing them rights to their identity, because clearly they speak a different language to the Turkish people as well. So they come from a different region in Turkey, and that's probably and they have a different language, but they are Turkish. Is what you're saying? But you believe that them wanting autonomy in their own homeland won't serve the interest of the Turkish government. Recently, we'd heard that the mayor of Istanbul was jailed, and there was a bit of uprising in Istanbul, mainly from university students, etc. What was the reason for that, and has that matter been resolved? Has that mayor been reinstated as mayor of Istanbul?
He is still mayor of Istanbul. He is in jail, unfortunately. Why I'm saying unfortunately? Because it's an unfortunate situation. the reason they arrested him for his university degree wasn't really right, honestly. I mean, if you ask me from a historical point of view, I mean, as historian, I didn't find it right to put him in jail because arrest him because his university wasn't recognized. He was studying in Cyprus University and he came to Istanbul. He continued there. This is I'm sorry, ridiculous reason to arrest someone. But he was a powerful man, of course, in Istanbul. You know,
So
most
he had no affiliation at all with the Kurdish people.
no, not at all. But
Nothing
what
at
I
all.
want to clarify here, then they investigate about his. They came to his office and they investigate some. Then there was some guilt. Then that's why he is arrested. He is in jail now. So this is different. But the first reason, no, they the university, even there were more than 40 other students at that time in 1990s. They study in Cyprus, then they came to Istanbul, continue there. They are now professors. Some of them are professors in universities. They didn't go to jail.
So obviously the authorities are at fault here, are they not? They should have done proper reference checks at the time the mayor took office or before his mayorship was announced. They should have done the proper reference checks rather than
Right.
wait for him to serve a part of his term. And then why would they do an investigation at this point in time? To me, it sounds like there's something fishy going on. But be that as it may, I just wanted to establish whether he was with the PKK, aligned to the PKK, or if he is of Kurdish ancestry. And you are saying, no, that is not so.
No, he is
Okay.
from Black Sea, where I come from.
Okay, let's wrap up now and just give us very briefly an overview of Turkish politics at this point in time. How do the Turkish people view the leadership of Erdogan? He's quite a polished diplomat, and he also always goes into other countries and tries to bring different parties together to create stability in those countries. But how do the Turkish people see Erdogan? Is he good as a leader for the Turkish people or for Turkey as a whole?
Erdogan was elected with more than 40% vote. Basically, it's almost half of Turkey. So his vote is, I don't think he's gonna get same vote if he go to election
Again.
but yes, again, but if he resolved this PKK issue, because basically he negotiated with PKK organization, this radical Kurdish organization, and he wants to open dialogue, and if this, we resolve, fix up, of course it's going to positively affect his vote. Maybe this is his other idea, to resolve this and stay there further.
For another term.
Yeah.
But it's a good strategy, is it not? Let us wrap up. Let us wrap up by talking in the previous elections where he had once again won by quite a good margin. There seemed to have been the opposition party obviously were pushing for a lot of change in Turkey. They were trying to move away from very conservative policies within Turkey, and a lot of young people were wanting that change. Also, obviously, probably moving away from what the young people or that party saw as very strict Islamic rules regulating their lives in Turkey. Would I be correct in that assumption? And do you think that's the reason why Erdogan won a further term? Because this change might have been way too radical for moderate and conservative Muslims in Turkey.
Well, that's why there was a big protest when the mayor of Istanbul was arrested. So that's the protest wasn't just in Istanbul, even all over Turkey, because they didn't find it right. Particularly university students, they didn't like this attitude. You know, you are putting him jail for this reason. But later on, as I said, there was a substantial guilt found
Of course,
by
I know. Yeah,
police. Yeah.
you have
So
answered that question. I'm talking about the conservatives and the, for want of a better word, the modernists in Turkey.
there is always secular people in Turkey. Turkey is a secular country, established in 1920s as a secular country. The Atatürk didn't want to continue with religious. He wanted to separate religious affairs from the state affairs, which is secularism. And these youngsters, they are supporting these Atatürk's idea, you know, separate the religious affairs from state affairs. That's why they don't want to support conservative ideas, which President Erdogan supporting. And Erdogan is coming from a conservative background, and he wants to always use, you know, I don't want to say use, but he wants to always mention the religious life, Islamic life, in his even speeches. So this is a difference actually from the other parties. Even the mayor of Istanbul was from other party, you know, other opposition party, and they are secular. I don't really think there is a big difference. I mean, because even in my family, some of people, they are voting for the other opposite party. So
Okay.
it's not a big deal really. But
All right.
yeah.
We'll have to leave it there. Dr. Halim, thank you indeed for being with us on the show this morning. Let's hope for a very, very positive outcome regarding the PKK laying down arms, and let's hope and pray that that issue is resolved.
Inshallah.
It's an interesting story. It's developing, and we'll see how it actually pans out. So thank you for your time. Thank you for trying to explain a little bit of Turkish politics to us on the show this morning. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Alaikum salam. Shukran.
A reminder, good people, that it is 11 minutes after 9 o'clock, and this hour of news and views on Salam Media is brought to you by Africa Muslims Agency. And of course, this is also Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is the day that we do take a listen to the Fired Up series by Hafiz Imran Chunara from Africa Muslims Agencies. It is 12 after 9 o'clock, time for an ad break. And when we get back, we're going to be talking with Shamim Khan. She's the wife of one of the Red Card Israel activists here in South Africa that was arrested at Loftus Versfeld Stadium on Sunday. So was I right when I told you that he struggles with English and it just makes the interview so difficult.
Okay, the next guest is she's struggling with getting a camera on. I've been on call with her.
I saw that.
Yeah, so
You're going to get it by phone. It'd be lovely to get her on camera